here today to talk to you about my career. Every day in the United States, 1.2 million lawyers wake up and go to work in whatever area of law they're working in, which is something that I hope to do one day. Today we're going to talk about what qualifies me for this career, the requirements for the career, and then my personal plan of action to get into this career. First, I want to talk about what makes me suitable for this career. Your multiple intelligence is basically what kind of smart you are. There are people who are who have a linguistic intelligence, there are people who have a math intelligence, there are people who have a music intelligence. I have a linguistic intelligence, which means that I am more adept with words or languages, writing and reading. My learning style, which is the way in which I learn, is practical, which means that it's easier for me to be a strategic thinker and to be able to think outside of the box. And then my personality style is the INJF, which is a introverted, intuitive, judging, and feeling. And based on that personality style, careers such as being a lawyer or an author are very good for me. Now I want to talk to you about the educational requirements that it takes to become a lawyer. After you get your bachelor's degree, the first thing that you have to do is take your LSAT, which is the law school admissions test. It tests you in 3 areas of reading comprehension, logical reasoning, and analytical reasoning. There's 5 sections on the test, and then there's a bonus mystery section that's not actually graded, it's just used to create further tests. To study for the test, you can do logic games, which will help you for the logical reasoning portion of the test, and then you can just take a lot of practice tests. The LSAT offers all their old practice tests online, and so you can just take those and practice until you get the score that you want. The scoring is from 0 to 180, and the higher your score is, the more likely you are to get into a better school and to get more financial aid from that school. Once you get into school for your Juris Doctorate, it's a 3-year program for fall and spring. And the cost depends on the school. From the school's websites, the University of Michigan cost about $204,000 for the 3-year tuition. Georgetown cost $230,000 for the 3-year tuition. And the University of Virginia cost about $221,000 for the 3 years of tuition. After you finish and get your Juris Doctorate, you have to take the bar exam, which tests your minimum competence on legal knowledge. It basically has you go through everything you learned in the 3 years that you're at law school and tries to make sure that you're ready to practice law. The pass rates vary on whatever state you're taking it in. And the Florida bar exam states that its pass rate hovers between 78 to 83%, whereas other states like DC say that their pass rate is about 46%. The job outlook for this career is on par with average. It's about 10% over the next 10 years. Now we're going to talk about my personal plan of action to obtain this career. I'll be taking my LSAT next June to prepare for law school. I've been studying for it. I take practice tests at least once a week, and I try to fit in logic games whenever I can. I'll be graduating with my bachelor's, hopefully next summer, in literary studies, which I will then use to go to law school. After my 3 years at law school, I will sit my bar exam, and then I will find a job in the legal career. In summary, we talked about what qualifies me to be a lawyer. We talked about the requirements of becoming a lawyer, and we talked about my personal plan of action to obtain this career. Abraham Lincoln once said that law is nothing else but the best reason of wise men applied for the ages to the transactions and businesses of mankind. Lawyers take the law and they make it work for you, something that couldn't be done by any layperson. And it is something that I'm very excited to do.